What's up, my Central Unit? It's the Central here, so this is my review of Backlash 2024, or Backlash France. A good follow-up to WrestleMania 40. The MVP of the show is not the wrestlers on the show, it's the crowd in Lyon. So red hot, so electrified. They really enjoy the show. It's got to be one of the most loudest crowds of a wrestling event of all time. They were chanting in French. I'm not going to translate because I don't really speak French. Only a little bit, but yeah. I'll get to my thoughts of the show at the end of this review. So the first match to kick off Backlash 24, we got a tag team match. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton taking on Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga of the Bloodline. This is Tama's first match in the company since he debuted. You know, I think it was the SmackDown after Mania 40. It starts out with a brawl between all four guys in the ring, and then you got the referees and the officials and security guards trying to break up the fight. I think the fans were chanting, "We want Roman," because Roman is. We haven't seen Roman since he lost to Cody at Mania 40. I'll get to that later on. So. Yeah, you got the referees, security guards, officials, you know, suits and ties, trying to like break up the fight. Kevin Owens hitting the security guards with stunners, and then out comes SmackDown GM Nick Aldis, and he announced this match is going to be a street fight. I kind of liked it. This match was a really good opener. Going into that street fight, direction was the right direction. They were fighting in the crowd. Tama, in his first match in the company, he kind of bumped his ass off, you know. Like, I think Orton hit, it's not Kevin Owens, I think it was Owens or Orton kind of hit Tama, I think it was Tama, with this, I think it was a back suplex onto the announce table. Owens hit like this frog splash off the ring apron and put Tama through a table. I think he hit Tama with a fisherman's suplex off the top rope onto the piles of chairs. You know, stacked up piles of chairs. Tama in his first match in the company, he really took mostly the beating than Solo. Trying to get my words out. He took most of the beating more than Solo Sikoa. But the announcers brought Tama Tonga's his run in New Japan. You could tell like this is not Vince's WWE anymore. You know, and now they're announcing or really bring up like wrestlers who just debuted their like history in previous wrestling companies. You know, that was good. Acknowledge, you know, they just bring like WWE's not the be all end all. It's not the only company out there. Anyway, so yeah. And also Orton took really most of the beating of his own, you know, the bumps of his own. Like I think he was selling a bit at the back, you know. Like, great example, like one more of the match, Solo hit Orton with a Samoan drop onto the table, and then Solo was trying to hit Orton with the Samoan spike onto the announce table, but Orton counted into the RKO. Orton was selling his back. He hit, I think he hit Tama. I'm trying to remember, folks. Tama or Solo, I think Orton hit Tama with the RKO in the ring. Solo broke up the pinfall. So, anyway, so you thought, like, they're going to win, Orton and Kevin Owens. I think Kevin, did he hit the stutter on Tama Tonga? I'm not too sure. It's been days. It's been, like, a day or 2 days since I watched the show. You know, my memory's a bit gone a little bit, but one of them hit like the finisher. It got the debut of Tama Loa. He pulled the referee out of the ring, and then he hit Orton and Kevin Owens with the steel steps. You know, Solo Sikoa hit Kevin Owens with the Inagi and the Samoan spike to win this match. You know, and Solo's he's undefeated. Wow. They're really putting the eggs in the Solo Sikoa's basket, you know. And yeah, we got the debut of Tama Loa. He was formerly known as Camacho in his first run in the company. This was like a decade ago, like in he debuted like 2012 or 2011 actually, teaming up with Hunico. His run was a bit forgettable, and he had a much forgettable run in TNA until his run in New Japan. I think Tamaloa, what's it called? The Gorillas of Destiny. I think they won the IWGP tag team titles. I'm not familiar with their work in New Japan, but wow, Tamaloa. The rumors speculating it's going to be like Jacob Fatu debut on this show. I know who's Jacob Fatu is. I watched a little bit of MLW, but I think Jacob Fatu is coming very soon. Wow, it's the way to debut a member of the Bloodline in an international show. Great example, how Solo debuted in the company like 2 years ago at Clash of the Castle in Cardiff, and now like Tamaloa debut on this show. So yeah, I think they're speculating they're gonna tease of another Bloodline Civil War rivalry. You got because Roman is gone. They were chanting, "We want Roman." I could see Roman coming back pretty damn soon. Like he's taking a bit of a break. I could see him. You could tell with Solo's trying to get his name Solo. Yeah, Solo. Yes, I keep calling him Sola. It's actually Solo. Solo's rebuilt the Bloodline and going in that different direction. This is leading up to this is going to lead up to a Bloodline Civil War Part 2. Solo's with his version of the Bloodline with the Grizz Destiny. With Tamaloa and Tamatonga. Roman. Trying to get the words out. Roman gonna reunite with the Usos and. This is gonna be who owns the right of the Bloodline thing. That'll be really good, but it might not be at SummerSlam. But I could see doing a War Games match at probably at Survivor Series. But I'm on board of this Civil War Bloodline 2.0. So yeah, besides that, this whole opener was really good. Going in that brawling direction. Was the right thing. If they didn't do it, are they going to perform a good match just in a normal match scenario? We don't know, but I say going in that street fight direction was good. I really enjoy it. So afterwards, you got a segment later on, with Solo and Tamaloa and Tonga. You had a stare down with Jey Uso preparing for his match against Damian Priest. We'll get to Jay's match with Damian Priest later on in this review. I think this Bloodline Civil War Part 2 is coming pretty damn soon. Anyway, so the next match we got the triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. It's not the Women's World title that's on Raw. That's Becky Lynch's title. This is the WWE Women's Championship. So, anyway, Bayley defending the belt against Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. A good follow-up to the opener, and I'm gonna say about Tiffany Stratton, she's kind of grown on me. I don't really watch a lot of NXT. I'm watching clips. I don't like the rich girl thing. I think that's just a Vince McMahon creation, because if you're not familiar, Vince used to run NXT. This is 2021. Kick Triple H out of the creative side of NXT. It's funny. Vince is no longer with the company. Things change. But she was NXT Women's Champion. But she kind of grew on me, man. I think she is really good in the ring. I think the announcers brought that she used to be a gymnastic, part of Team USA, probably at the Olympics. I'm not too sure. She kind of I think the MVP of this match is Tiffany Stratton. One more of the match, she did multiple handstand elbows onto, I think it was on Bayley and Naomi. But on one portion of the match, she was going for another handstand elbow, handstand elbow, but Bayley countered it, and then I think Bayley was teasing for like a powerbomb or something, but instead Tiffany countered into the Alabama Slam. That was good, and then minutes later of this match, Tiffany hit Bayley and Naomi. It's basically she did like a cartwheel and turned it into a Alabama Slam. That was good. She is really growing on me. I think I don't mind her. I think she's good. She's got a good body. She's beautiful. I'll get to that. I'll get more of that shortly. So anyway, Naomi had some moments in this match. She hit Tiffany with I think it was like some kind of like DDT onto, I think it was on the middle rope with her ass. It's not in a botchy way. It was more like a rib. It was kind of like sexy way I'm trying to explain. So she hit Bayley with a net breaker or a blockbuster off the timekeeper area onto the concrete floor. That was wow. Anyway, so yeah, I think Bayley kicked out. Oh no, not Bayley. I think Tiffany. I think it was Tiffany. Yeah, Tiffany kicked out the Bayley to belly suplex. The Bayley to belly suplex. I'm trying to I'm getting my words mixed up. So anyway, I think Naomi and Tiffany. I think Tiffany was going for her moonsault, but instead of like flat, she's so athletic. She kind of like acrobatic. Onto her feet. That is so fucking impressive. Anyway, so try to keep it short and simple, folks. And Naomi was going for like a roll up, but Bayley countered with her own roll up of her own to win this match and retain the women's title. It was a good follow up, and I could see Tiffany winning the belt. Probably not this year, but next year. I could tell. I think they're seeing. I think it's just an exposure. I think it's basically sink or swim for Tiffany Stratton. This is her first women's title match on the main roster since she debuted. Her first pay-per-view match was, I know it's like at the Royal Rumble, but I'm talking about like us, and then she fought in the Chamber match in Perth, and then you could tell like what I'm trying to get at. I think they are pulling the rocket strap onto her back probably sooner. I don't know. I think maybe at SummerSlam, but my feelings are I think Bayley's gonna trying to end this storyline with the Damage Control members, but I can see Tiffany winning. Yeah, I can see Tiffany winning it next year. She'll probably win the women's Money in the Bank ladder match of this year or the women's Rumble match of next year. To to really putting the belt on her. I think they're gonna pull the trigger when it's hot, but I don't know when. It's pretty damn soon. So yeah, I'm gonna repeat myself again. I'm moving on. So I can see Tiffany probably win. Maybe it could be the women's Money in the Bank ladder match of this year or the women's Rumble match of next year. But you could tell they're, like I said, putting the eggs in the Tiffany Stratton basket, so let's move on to the next match. So the next match, this is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest, the leader of the Judgment Day, defending the belt against Jey Uso. Jey Uso is so red hot at this moment in time. The fans will chant, yeet, 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 yeet. You can tell, they're really... I was really skeptical of Jay's, when they break him up with Jimmy Uso, is Jay's gonna do well as a single star? And I don't know, but you can tell the fans really get behind Jay, doing the yeet chant is so over at this point. This is basically speed versus strength. Because Jay, he's speed and agility. Damian Priest's strength. I think Jay kicked out of Damian Priest's Razor Edge, and I think what's it called? The South of Heaven's choke slam, but I'm gonna just call it a choke slam. So, you got members of the Judgment Day interfering, like JD Madonna. That's Jordan. Why they changed up his name? I'd rather call him Jordan Devlin. I don't know. I looked him up. Who is JD Madonna? And I just looked him up. Jordan Devlin. And yeah, you got him and Finn Balor trying to interfere. You had this argument between Damian Priest and JD Madonna. Yeah. I think he criticized the bandage around JD's head. I think he got tapped by Logan Paul. I think it was on Raw before the show. Anyway, so he hit. Damian hit Jay with the spinning kick. He's gone for the second time, but instead I think he countered with the super kick. The frog splash. JD got Damian Priest's foot on the ropes. In the end, JD hit the choke slam off the top rope onto Jay to pin him for the win. I knew Damian's going to retain the World Heavyweight Championship, because he just won the belt at WrestleMania 40, and it makes no sense him dropping the belt after he won the belt one pay-per-view month later, 1 month later I'm trying to say. So anyway, afterwards you got like JD and Finn attacking a lifeless Jey Uso, and then a Priest kind of stopped them. And they're speculating this is going to be the beginning of the end of the Judgment Day. I almost said the Bloodline, but it's actually the Judgment Day. They're speculating this is a teasing of a face turn for Damian Priest. This is my opinion on it. No, I don't want to see Damian Priest turning babyface because, you need a top babyface at this moment in time because Seth is taking time off after WrestleMania 40. CM Punk's in this program with Drew McIntyre. But I'd rather keep Jay in the world title picture a little bit longer because I don't want to see the Judgment Day. I can see the Judgment Day going to break up probably later on in the year, or because I'd rather keep the Judgment Day as a group a little bit longer because Rhea is out. I don't know if Rhea might be fit enough to compete at SummerSlam this year. They're doing this storyline between Dominic and Liv Morgan. There's speculating that Liv got there's a picture of Liv got a handkerchief on in her pocket. I think there's speculation that you had Liv trying to take over Rhea's place in the Judgment Day. I think Liv is going to be a heel, but that's another topic for another time. But I don't see the Judgment Day breaking up. I don't see having Damian Priest branch up off her own. I think you can squeeze a little bit of mileage of the Judgment Day group a little bit longer. I think the one person I think the one member needs to get kicked out of the Judgment Day is JD Madonna, Jordan Devlin. To be fair, he brings nothing to the group. They'd rather just have all four. I think there's 5 members. There's Damian, Rhea, Dominic, Finn, JD. Yeah, there's 5 members. I'd rather just get rid of JD, man. He's just basically the weak link of this group. They were fine as 4 members of the group. That's just me. But I don't think that I could see it break up the Judgment Day. Probably later on in the year because the group's been around for 2 years now. The difference between the Judgment Day and the Bloodline. Yeah, they're speculating. They're kind of teasing the Bloodline's going to break up, but I think with the Bloodline, they kind of finds ways to freshen up the group. You thought 2022's the year, but instead they fresh things up. It was the original members were Roman, and the Usos and Paul Heyman, and then they added Solo and Sami Zayn to the group. And now you thought Roman's broken up. He's taking a break after WrestleMania. The Usos are no longer with the group. Thought that's the end of the Bloodline, but no, they're doing this stuff with Solo's building his own Bloodline with bringing Tama Tonga and Loa, the Guerrillas of Disney in the group. So I think they got more knowledge of that group, the Bloodline. With the Judgment Day, I think this is going to be the beginning of the end. But that's my 2 cents on it. So let's move on to the next match. So the next match, this is for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Asuka and Kairi Sane represent Damage Control, the Kabuki Warriors, defending the belt against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. This is the weakest match of the night for me. It was a bit boring, you know. I checked the minutes of this match on Wikipedia. It was nearly 20 minutes, about 70 minutes, you know. The women's triple threat match for the women's title was about 30 minutes. But this was... I rather took minutes off this match, you know. It was boring. I was kind of like... It was dragging too long a little bit, you know. It was like the Jey Uso, Damian Priest match on the shows. This is speed versus strength, you know. Asuka and Kairi represent speed and power, or speed and agility. I'm trying to say, and Bianca and Jade are focused on the strength. I'm gonna say it again. So Asuka and Kairi, you know, they're doing, you know, they represent speed and agility, and Bianca and Jade represent strength, you know. But it kind of dragged too long, you know. Like I don't want to get into it too much, you know. Yeah, like the heels. There's no Dakota Kai. I don't think she didn't really interfere. It's not on the show. I thought she's gonna help Asuka and Kairi to retain the titles, but unfortunately that's not the case. You know, I think there was like a tag. It did like it's not a suplex, some kind of double slam onto Kairi by Bianca and Jade. You know, Jade took like a bad backbreaker. You know, I don't say Jade botching. You know, people criticize Jade Cargill. You know, she's botchy. She's not that good. She's an okay wrestler. You know, what do you expect for Jade Cargill? You know, I know she's not. She doesn't have the moveset like a fucking Nanda Blaze or Trish Stratus or Lita. You know, she's okay in the ring. You know, but yeah. I'm trying to keep it short and simple. In the end, you know. I'm trying to get, you know, because there's not much to talk about this match. I'm not saying it's a bad match. It was a good match, you know, but it's just kind of dragged a little bit, you know. They did like, I think Kairi did like a move off the top rope onto Bianca off the out of the ring. That was good. I think it was a net breaker attempt. I'm trying to remember. I think it was a net breaker attempt. You know, one of them did like a move off the top rope onto Bianca or Jade. I think it was Bianca Belair. They kind of pull on Bianca's hair, you know, using that as an advantage to stop, you know. Yeah, they're trying to stop Bianca doing the hot tag to Jade Cargill. You know, I don't understand why it was dragging, but in the end, you know, you had I think Kairi trying to hit Jade with a Hurricane Rana because Jade is tall, you know, but Jade countered it. She kind of like tossing Kairi Sane and countered it into the Jaded. That is the Glam Slam. And then Bianca Belair hit the KOD onto Asuka. So anyway, so you had Jade hit the Jaded onto Kairi. Bianca Belair hit the KOD onto Asuka. She hit Asuka and onto Kairi, and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. So it really is a downfall for the Damage Control. Like Io Sky just lost the women's title against Bayley at WrestleMania 40 a month ago, and then 1 month later, Asuka and Kairi Sane lost the tag team titles to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. So I'm teasing that this is going to be the beginning of the end of Damage Control. You know, I don't know. You know, are the Dakota Kai out of the group? My hinting and my prediction, I think my theory and my predictability, this is going to be an all Japanese stable with just the Japanese wrestlers. You know, Asuka, Kairi, and Iro. You know, I don't know. This is like going. I think this is gonna. I don't know. I think they'll continue this storyline between them and Bayley versus Bayley. And I think this is going to be some kind of like tag team, 6-man tag team match, probably at the next pay-per-view or further down the road, the Damage Control taking on Bailey and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. But speaking of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, them as a tag team was good because they're both black and muscular. Jade is beautiful. Don't be wrong, she's a beautiful woman, man. But, she won her first title since she debuted in the company. That was really good, Like, I can see them feuding in the future between Bianca and Jade, but not right now. I think them as a tag team, I don't know, man. The tag team division in WWE, man, in the women's side is a bit weak. There's no credible challenges for them. I really, that's another topic for another time. I don't want to talk about it, but it's good to see Jade winning her first title since she debuted. She debuted last year, She had her first match at the Rumble, at the Women's Rumble match of this year, and now this month, she just won her first championship in the company. That's the women's tag team title. Even though there's big plans for Jade Cargill. I can see her winning the women's title probably next. It might be next year, the year after. She's young. She's beautiful. I think like them. I think them as a tag team was good. But I see this tag team title as a prop, man. I see it more of a prop than a championship. So that's my 2 cents on it. Yeah, I'm trying to ramble because I'm trying to get my points across. So for all these trolls in the trying to comment this video, but anyway, so let's move on to the next match. So technically it's the main event of this match, So the main event, we got Cody Rhodes in his first title defense since beating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, defending the belt against the phenomenal AJ Styles. We got the American Nightmare versus the Phenomenal One. First match ever. They showed video package of AJ. I don't know, man. They showed footage of Cody's run in New Japan. They're never going to show Cody's run in AEW. It's never going to happen. Same as AJ. I don't think they show AJ's run in WCW, but not in his run in probably in ROH. He was briefly in ROH in the early 2000s, but they're not going to show his of his run in TNA. That's never going to happen because they don't own the rights of TNA. So anyway, this match was fucking good. It's fucking good. I think this is really good. Good chemistry between AJ and Cody Rhodes. There's a lot to talk about this match. I'm not the type of guy who go by move by move by move. It's just what it is. But the fans in Lyon's in this match was chanting. They were singing the French national anthem. That's kind of odd, Yeah, it's in France. They can do what they want, But one more of the match, Cody did the Stardust. I'm trying to get the Stardust tunt. He did the Stardust tunt towards AJ. I think they got I think the fans chanting Stardust. Even though Stardust was a polarizing gimmick for Cody in his final years of his first run in the company. But anyway. The first few minutes of this match was more technical style wrestling. And then, I think, short periods of time, AJ was going for the injured shoulder of Cody. One more of the match, Cody was going for, a suplex, but AJ kind of countered it. Kind of throw Cody off the ring. Off the top rope, I'm trying to say. Anyway, so... hit Cody with a sick brainbuster off the ring apron, and then Cody follow up with a powerbomb onto AJ onto the French announce table. It's same on your feet, I try to keep it short and simple. I don't think AJ hit a single Styles Clash, he was going for the Styles Clash attempt. First off, he hit Cody with the burning hammer. Cody kicked out of the count of one. Yeah, he was going for the Styles Clash, but Cody counted with and hit AJ with the Cody Cutter. That was good. They had the shout off. They were shouting. Did the trade of blows of punches. In the end, Cody hit AJ with the Crossroads for the win. It's kind of weird. Just a single Crossroads, not the Three Amigos version of the Crossroads. Just a single Crossroads for the win. That was shock, but besides that, it was really good. I really enjoyed this match. People. I'll get to more of this shortly with this Cody as the world champion, but I can see doing a rematch down the road, but I don't know if they're going to do it at King of the Ring a few weeks later or at the next pay-per-view. What's the next pay-per-view in June? Are they going to do it? I think we've got Money in the Bank in June. I haven't checked the pay-per-view schedule, but So I'll get to that. I'll get to that a little bit later on. But a lot of people are now starting to turn on Cody. Ever since he won the World Championship at WrestleMania 40 against Roman Reigns, I commented on. Shout out to the fan of YouTube. He did a video on Cody getting booed by fans ever since he won the WWE Championship, or the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 40. Fans starting to boo him. It's like, dude, it's been 1 month. Give it time. Yeah, I don't see Cody holding that belt longer than Roman Reigns. It's like, it's never going to happen. It's very hard to. We're in this post Tribal Chief era. We're not going to get like a guy. We're not going to get like a champion holding the belt like Roman Reigns did. It's never going to happen. That was like a once in a lifetime moment you're never going to see again. But I don't see Cody. I can see Cody holding the belt a much longer. I can see holding the belt until SummerSlam. Is he going to feud with Are they going to do the Cody Roman free match at SummerSlam, or are they going to say that to WrestleMania 40 or 41 in Las Vegas of next year? We don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not going to turn on Cody ever since he won the championship, because Cody finished his story. Like I said at the end of my review of Mania 40 Night 2, one book closes and the other one opens. So anyway, so for AJ, man, I think this is the beginning of the end of AJ Styles of his run in WWE. I think this is the beginning of the end. I can see AJ sticking around much longer, but I don't know. I can see him still continue this rivalry with Cody Rhodes in the summertime, but we don't know. But I can see AJ leaving probably next year, because AJ is like, I can see AJ. I think AJ is starting to run down his career. Not running down his career. He's kind of like I think he's going to wind down his career. I think he'll just. I don't know if he'll go to AEW. I don't mind AJ Styles in AEW, but I think he's going to wind down his career in his rest of his run in WWE, whether it's going to leave this year or next year, and he probably, I can see AJ going to retire and just call it a career, I done everything he could. I think he's done everything he could in WWE ever since he debuted in the company. It's funny, this match revolved around two leaders of the Bullet Club. AJ was in the part of the first run, the first cycle of the Bullet Club run. And then Cody was part of the last run of the Bullet Club run before, AEW was, forming. But it's funny, AJ's been around for 8 years, and I think he's done everything he could. He's been in the WWE title picture much longer. Chasing after the belt, feud with John Cena, won his first championship. And then, won his second championship, had a one year run with the belt. Then the stuff kind of reunited with the club, with Gallows and Anderson, and Mia Yim, teaming up with Omos. He's done much he can in WWE, man. I don't know, man. It's I think he's done. I think it's just felt like he's done. He done much he could in WWE. I think his time with the company is nearly at an end. we don't know, but we can't really predict the future, you know. But yeah, Cody's run, you know, like yeah, I give it time. So yeah, I give it really, yeah, time. You know, it's hard to fill the boots, you know. Like, you know, what are you supposed to expect, you know? But you know, I think like you know, let's see how it goes, you know. But it's very hard to book a really good babyface world champion, you know. Like, it's very hard, you know. Like, great example, like CM Punk was the WWE champion for 1 year, and then, you know, in 2012 they turned him heel, you know. Like they booed Shawn Michaels when he was the WWE champion in 1996, or the WF champion in 1996. You know, it's very hard. It's like, you know, championships in wrestling. Sometimes you know, it's very hard to. It's having a memorable reign is a bit hard. You know, no matter who he is. You know, it's or she. You know, it's just subjective. You know, I let it go. I let it play out, you know. He's never, you know, I don't see him having the same. You know, he's not gonna get a lengthy reign like Roman Reigns again. It's just never gonna happen. So yeah, like I think Cody's first title defense. My overall rating of Backlash 2024 or Backlash France is a 10 out of 10. This was a really good show. Like I said, a good follow up to WrestleMania 40. Back-to-back shows. You know, I give it 10 out of 10. All 5 matches deliver. Despite the women's tag team title match a little bit weaker, but it was still a good match to watch. The crowd was hot. Yeah, they really capitalized on the international market of WWE, you know. They're treating these international shows like a big thing, you know, ever since Clash of the Castle of 2022. And then we got Money in the Bank 2023. And then the Elimination Chamber of 24 of this year, and now this show, and then I think we got Clash of the Castle of this year, or maybe next year will be in Glasgow, and then we got Bash and Berlin in August after SummerSlam. They're really capitalizing it. You know, I think back then they treat these international shows like house shows, but not like an international pay-per-view, but right now they are really, really on the ball on this, you know. Yeah, I was watching Backlash 2024, you know, it's a really good show, you know, of the crowd reaction and some good matches. So, what is your thoughts on Backlash 24? Do you like the show? Do you hate the show? Or something in between? Leave your thoughts on the comment section below. Smash the like button. Click the notification bell and subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. This is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later, folks. And that's my review of Backlash 2024. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up.